Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Empress Aries 888. My name is Tanya. Well, please like on the way in. Gives me an energetic donation to the channel, helps me tune into you. Flip the roles as you see fit. Take what resonates from these collective readings and leave the rest. And let's get this party started by calling in spirit, shall we? Spirit guides and angels of your whitest light, please give me a clear message for the collective. One that brings healing, hope, and understanding of their situation. Protect me as I open myself up to channel and protect my beautiful collective. Amen. Amen. Well, we're featuring today Intuitive Kev's Tarot deck. You can pick it up on Etsy, and you can also see this talented young man on YouTube. Check him out. Thumbs up to him. Don't know him, but I'm going to feature his decks today. And I also want to give a shout out to the original OG, as far as I'm concerned, Empress T4444. Don't know her either, but I do watch her readings, and they're so insightful. You are going to learn. It's not just about tarot out here. It's not just about tarot. As Miss T says in the spiritual streets, it is so much more than that. Okay, so if you could check her out, give her a thumbs up, give her a chance. I'm telling you, you're going to feel the same way about her as I do. She's the original OG. She don't have to be in the game for years and years to be as highly favored and blessed. You can tell. You can tell. And I wish her many blessings to come. I don't know her personally, but I feel like spiritually we're sisters in the game. So, anyways, let me do a little bit of Reiki, and if you're not into that, you can certainly scroll ahead to the actual tarot reading. Let's begin by clearing out your aura, sweeping it out. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I so appreciate each and every one of you. Agape love. I love you. Absolutely. And I thank you for tuning in, showing up, and being loyal to the channel. We are a small but mighty group, and I so appreciate you. Every day, each and every day. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, so I have a selenite stick for cleansing. Pass it through a few times. Thank you. And there is noise that's going to be made on my table. So if you have sensitivity, sound sensitivity, just lower the volume so it doesn't, like, oh, what is that? Snap. Snap. You know what I'm saying? All right. Black obsidian. We're going to, like, snap it. Clear out the energy. That's what this does. Clears the energy. Grounding as well. We certainly need that. What else? What else? What else? What else? The nut rattle. That's what makes some sound. I love it. Make some noise up in here. The last thing that I'm going to do so we can get started right away is ring in the gong and call in spirit official light. In 3, 2, 1, go. Perfect. That's how to start a Saturday. Yeah, baby, yeah. All right, 2 tarots, situations deck, and I think it's a mixture of a situations deck and something else. I seen a tarot reader a while back do that. It's like they have all these mixed decks, and I thought that was pretty cool. So I started doing that too. Because after a while, when you have tarot cards and boxes and stuff, you keep using them, the boxes just like rip. So I've kind of like gotten into not all of them, but I've kind of gotten into getting little tins because I like carrying my deck, so I kind of like smaller ones. So I got this tin for this one, Adventure Time. So it's kind of nice to have them in tins so that they don't get destroyed. I got a few of them in tins, and then I bought some little plastic containers to hold some of my smaller ones, on Amazon. But I don't know why I'm telling anybody this, but for those of you that want to keep your decks, because some of these boxes just destroy very easily. That's how you do it, babes. It's got to do it. It's not about spending the most money on a deck. I mean, there are investment decks that I have, but for the most part, my decks don't cost me a lot of money. I just like the interesting artwork, which is why I love Intuitive Kev's. Intuitive Kev's decks are really artistic. They're really beautiful. Give you an example. Ooh, the sun. Here comes the sun. I don't want to sing it because I'll get copyrighted again. But anyways, sun is so beautiful. And it's like his own artwork on each and every one of these cards. That's why I love that. That just like says to me, hell yeah. Love it. That's why. And his decks are really reasonable. So check them out. They're on Etsy. Enough's enough. I know. I'm bragging about him. He's like, who is this person? I don't know. But sometimes nice guys can win, right? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Support small businesses. That's what it's all about. Support your local businesses. Support small business. That's what I'm doing here. I don't know this person, but I admire what this individual is trying to do with their life, going in a forward direction and being successful. This is what this is all about. If we ain't here to build people up, if we ain't here to love each other and support each other, what the fuck's the point of being on this earth? Can I get an amen? All right, star. Even if you don't know a person, you ought to be lifting people up. Doesn't matter. You don't have to know people to support people. That's why we give to charities, right? We don't know these individuals, but we take out our wallet, we help people out. These individuals are doing the best they can to send messages out. And yes, nothing's free in this world. Okay, these tarot readings are free, but somewhere along the way, you're paying for something, right? Nothing's free. My friend always said that. My best friend who passed on said, you either pay now or you pay later. Nothing's free. If these individuals are working their asses off to get out content, not only on YouTube, but also Patreon, all these other, paid services, and they're doing the best they can to get out content, wonderful content, and they're making these cards and they're doing their best to get out messages, but doing it in such an artistic, creative way. Why the hell not support them? What's wrong with that? How is that hurting you out? It ain't that much money. Support your local businesses or businesses that are small that are trying to make a living, because every one of us is trying to make a living. The star, wish fulfillment. Somebody is wishing on a star, or somebody's wish fulfillment. Could be you or could be your person. Past, present, future energy is always at play. Never get that twisted. And flip the roles. If it doesn't sound like it's your reading, it could be your person's reading or what they're going on the background, the person they're with, or vice versa. Okay, so wish fulfillment is out here. Okay, thank you. Oh my God, 10 swords. They're wishing 10 swords in your back. Hey. Well, that took a bad twist, didn't it? Fuckers. Always gotta play. Spirit, why are you always gonna put it on the floor? That's what I'm wondering. Can you answer that in the card? Empress. Damn. Oh, Lord, help me. Well, you know what? Hell, don't surprise you. Doesn't surprise me in the least. Jealous bitches up in here. Man and woman, energy is energy, okay? There are some jealous bitches up in these streets. But, people got to do what they got to do. The star is here. So, because you are a star, you got 10 swords in your damn back walking forward. Yep, just another day in paradise. Yep, there you go. So, somebody's trying to hurt you, or has hurt you. Somebody's trying to stop you, man. It's like crazy. You ever see that movie, the cartoon movie, The Incredibles? There's a point where the father, I don't know his name, but he's trying to do, like, he's older now, whatever, and he's trying to get an assignment done. And he goes into this, I don't know if it's a spaceship, and he's trying to, like, find out who's causing all kinds of chaos. And all of a sudden, there's a bunch of, like, I don't know, it looks like black bombs, and they stop multiplying, and they start attaching to him, so he can't move forward. And before you know it, he's, like, covered in them, and it just is, like, it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter for him. And he's, like, Mr. Incredible, so he is, like, strong as hell, but he can't because the weight of whatever it is, those rubber bombs or whatever the heck it is, rubber weights that they blow up like bombs, but they attach and stick. They stopped him. So this is what's happening. It's like those 10 swords are weighing this person down so they can't move forward. Yeah, in the new beginning. You can't move forward, can't have a new beginning. Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, there's a truth to this too. Swords is clarity. Swords is truth. Swords cuts through the bullshit and of the matter. There is somebody in your life, could be family, could be friends, could be co-workers, that are trying to block and stop you from being successful. Being that Empress. Yep. Exactly. Spirit. Thank you. Yep. 8 of Cups. Ooh, the plot is thickening. Is it not, my friends? 8 of Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. This could be a person or people that you invested a lot of love and emotions, because Cups is emotional. And you're walking away. That's what's going on here. Jealous. This is deception, Moon, or illusions. This is under the cloak of darkness. This could be happening, this bullshit. Or they don't want you to know what they're doing. They're throwing rocks. And hiding their hand so you don't know who it is. They don't want you to know. You were a gift in these people's lives. 4 of Cups. And they didn't see it. They just knew there was something about you they could use, drain. And once you were depleted, they moved on. But once you recharge, they come back again. That's what goes on. 4 of Coins. Could have been somebody very stingy with their money while they're asking for yours. Yep. Because you're the King of Coins. And that's like Pentacles, right? So this is Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could be a person, or you could be a person. Doesn't matter, indicative of gender, because you have both masculine and feminine within you. You could be a money maker. Okay? You could have real luck when it comes to finances. And that's what they were draining off of you, using you for your money. But you got 9 of Cups. You are lucky. You're lucky. And you have prosperity in your future, and people want to grab onto that. And if they can't drain it and use it, or even, siphon it for themselves, they're going to take it off of you. But these are people, this is the tough part. These are people you loved. These are people that you invested in. That just sucks. Christ, I don't know. I mean, it's like, go figure that people would be this just trifling, this bitch ass energy. It's like real sucky. The Yin and Yang Oracle, as well as the Situation deck. That's what I got together, just in case you were, keeping track of my decks. Trying to be more like telling you about the decks, but I have so many of them. It's like, I don't know. I feature similar ones constantly. I just got to dig deep into my totes because I got so many cards. I want to stop featuring new ones instead of the old ones. I have so many. I could spend this lifetime and 6 other lifetimes probably opening up all these decks and never actually get to the bottom. Seriously ridiculous. All right. Let's see what's going on here. I mean, this is pathetic, is what it is. It's pathetic that people would use a person, drain a person, and it's like trying to stop a person. Because, the only thing they're stopping is the help that you were giving them. You walking away from these bitches because they gave you a hard time, or they drained you, or you recognized what the fuck they were doing. Now, instead of them letting you go, the game's up, the jig's up. No, these people want to, pay you back for what? Pay you back for what? For not being an energy source? For unplugging from their fucking bullshit? No longer being the national grid for these people? Please. Get over yourselves. Okay? You're going to use a person and they find out about it. Now you're mad. You got a damn nerve. Just saying. Got a damn nerve. Stop being such a user. Get money for yourself instead of using people. That's just a bitch move as far as I'm concerned. Soulmate. Yikes. A soulmate, a friend, a romantic partner, somebody that you invested is doing this to your ass. Or for other people, a soulmate is coming in. This 9 of Cups is coming in. Emotional fulfillment and a legacy, and this is what they're trying to stop. Take it how it resonates. Somebody wants to pop up on you. Could be somebody from the past that you were friends with, that you were a romantic partner with. Okay? Trying to pop up on you. Find out what the hell's going on in your life. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. What's going on? Yeah. Because they're watching and they want to block. Block. This could be something that is like downloaded in a dream, or your ancestors are trying to give you a heads up. Let this tarot reading be a heads up to somebody. It's an epiphany, a breakthrough. You're understanding the game. the game the demons do to work on people, okay? Because this is demonic influences. This is the demons don't want you to be happy. And if you're happy, they're miserable, and they like being miserable, mind you. It's a great energy to be in, right? When you're a demon. And I'm not talking about people. I'm talking about the demonic influences that motivate humankind to be a bitch. Let's be real. They like it when humans are miserable because it's a great energy to draw on. It's a strong, powerful energy. And when you're happy, that makes them even more unhappy, the demons. So they're trying to lower you. They're trying to stop you. They're trying to block your blessings because they don't want you to be happy, because that's more of the heavens. That's more high vibrational. That's more angelic. They want you to be demonic. Stay here with us. It's cool down here in the trash can. Fuck no. You got places to go and people to be with. You got happiness in your future. You don't got time for this bullshit. Yeah. Somebody wants you to lower your standards. A love affair. Dirty little secret down low. And this could have been your soulmate that you trusted and you put a ring on it. They were doing dirty deeds that are done dirt cheap. With cheap people. This is the person that wants to pop up on you. Oh my God. But you know what? This cycle's going. You've transformed. And now look at this. Look at this. I can't even make this shit up. Retaliation. Ooh, payback's a bitch. And this person's a bitch trying to come at you like that. They are. They're doing a bitch move. You're silent. Okay? You're silent. Crickets, non-action. You're not doing nothing to this person. This relationship is in stalemate and you're taking care of yourself. And that is why they want to communicate. Yep, they're in denial that this connection is over. They are. Okay? They got problems on their end. Yeah, they got problems on their end. Because there could be a pregnancy. There could be somebody that entrapped them in some situation. Doesn't necessarily have to be a pregnancy. It could very well be that they're trapped with a karmic that doesn't want to let them go, is draining them now. So that now all of that bad situation, is returned to sender and they're getting it now in droves. Yeah, maybe they're even accusing you of doing it as if you're that petty. They're in the septic tank, okay? They're in the trash. You climbed yourself out of the trash and you're climbing high to the heavenly realms. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. This person is trying to grab you back on, so latch onto you again, because they see your prosperity, okay? Maybe they drained every fucking inch of energy you had when you were with them. And now all of a sudden, you're building back your energy, you're building back your good luck, and this person wants to draw off you again. Hell no. Get the fuck back, demon. Get out. Look at this. They want to apologize. They want your forgiveness. Okay, whatever. Listen, you can forgive a person. You don't have to be with the person. Sure, I'll forgive you for what you did. But that don't mean I'm taking your ass back. That don't mean we're going to be besties. Don't get it twisted. You can forgive people, and the reason you forgive people is so that you're not blocked and that you continue to be blessed by the universe. Because if you're holding on to grudges, holding on to hate and resentment, that's only going to stop you from rising, and you are rising. Get up off your knees. The time for praying, okay? The time for begging God and the universe to get you out of this bullshit is over. You can thank the universe, thank your ancestors on a daily. Absolutely, you should be doing that. But you don't have to be on your knees, prone, and not moving anymore. Get up. Get up. Get out of the fucking trash can and move on. This person has to stick with what they did. They got to do it. They got to do it because they did you dirty, and your ancestors, your spirit guides, and the universe itself said, enough is enough and too much is good for nothing. You're not doing this anymore. No more. The days of this is dusted. Dusted. Okay, so this could be a Gemini, a Libra, Aquarius, or you could have air in your chart. Could be this person. Twin flames is here as well. Okay, forbidden love. This could be a person that you walked away from, a twin flame. This was a runner-chaser dynamic for some of you. This could have been your twin flame where people blocking all the time, doing some damn good football moves to keep the two of you apart. And this was a forbidden love. Maybe you were in a relationship with this other person that's trying to come back to you, or they were in a relationship, whatever the case, but somebody was trying to block a twin flame connection and making it out that it was a forbidden situation. And I can tell you, when you're in a relationship with somebody, or you feel things for somebody, maybe you're not in a relationship with them, but you feel these things for somebody and you're in a relationship with somebody else, there's always that forbidden element to it. And it can feel like it's wrong to love a person, but twin flames is a connection that is so powerful and strong, you can't judge that, people. You can't judge it. You may not understand it, but you can't judge it. If a person feels that way towards their twin flame, they're supposed to. And I know that there's a whole lot of stigma attached to that. You know, you're cheating, you're doing this and that, but you know what? I'm telling you right now, it is a connection that is undeniable. And if people feel that strong pull to their twin flame, it's because they're supposed to. So there's no tea, no shade here. There's no judgment in this situation if that's how you felt about this person. But because of obvious reasons, it was blocked. The demons don't want you happy. Oh, so the note. You might be finding this out. Realizations and epiphanies come out twice. You're getting downloads that maybe you didn't understand why your twin turned around, double backed, or ghosted your ass. That's because of this. Yeah. Because it was blocked on all ends, on your end and on their end. There was people on their end, there was people on your end. Yep. Now you're open to receive. Okay? And you're going to get your blessings because you're open to receive, and you walked away from people that were just tying you down, weighing you down. Maybe you had to deviate from the twin flame. But the twin flame connection doesn't necessarily mean union. It is a catalyst. And people get it twisted too. It's like, it doesn't mean that you're not going to get your blessings and you're not going to be happy anymore because you didn't go with your twin flame. The whole purpose of the twin flame dynamic is that you elevate. And that's what it accomplished here. So you're going to be open to blessings and receiving because whatever bullshit you were going through on your end, you walked away from. They got to do the same in order for them to get their blessings, even if the paths do not connect anymore and they go off into whatever, never land, you're still going to both be blessed because you did what you're supposed to do. But in this situation, there could be a reconciliation. Just saying. Okay? Yep. Union. And this is why there's a doubling down in the demonic forces and the demonic domains for stopping this connection, because the two of you are power. Power. Ooh, look at this. They love and admire you. And you feel the same way if you were honest. You can't help it when you're twin flames. I mean, you just feel it. Feel it. It's a grip. They want to offer you love. There might be some third eye opening as well. Might be getting headaches. Your third eye is opening. You're getting clarity, downloads from the universe. Yes. But you're not going to wait on it, right? Not going to sit there waiting for this to happen, okay? Because energy can change. Dynamics can diverge. Certain things can happen in your life where a high-level soulmate you might be with right now, there could be reasons why it doesn't actually come together. So don't be like waiting by the phone for them to call or by your, computer. Because look, pressure cooker ready to explode. There are people that are popping off. I'm not kidding you, pissed off because of this stuff. And they also have people on their end that are clinging to them. South node, sexual energy, powerful stuff. But they need to heal their inner child. You need to do the inner work. They needed to do the inner work. But this is a verge. They're on the verge to come towards you. Healed or not, fully healed or not, they want to come towards you. Okay? You felt like trash when this person did what they did to you. Maybe because of the person that you were with or the person they were with, take it how it resonates, or both of you, you felt like trash for a long time. Okay? And maybe they threw you away like trash. Ooh, child. But it was all a facade. They were having to heal whatever entrenched beliefs or situations that they had to go through in life that was spilling out into this relationship too. So don't get it twisted here. Okay? It's a whole, oh my God, it's like tomfuckery. I'm not kidding you. All right, keep going. Let's go. Oh my goodness, Spirit. Yeah, they want to prove to you that they love you. Why is everything going on the floor today? I don't understand this fucking nonsense. Yeah, meditation's important. removing any negativity on the daily, because there's going to be negative things thrown, slings and arrows. Also people saying things too, as far as negative affirmations, so that you and this person don't come together. You got to cleanse your energy. They could be sending evil eye and all this stuff. They're working overtime to keep this union from actually coming together. But the transformation is obvious within yourself. And you're going to see a transformation in the divine masculine, if that's you or your person. Because commitment's here. They want to offer commitment. Ooh, child. Well, I wish that for you, if that is what you're looking for. If you want union with your person, I hope that happens. Let's get into intuitive Kevs. Let's go back to the last tarot. The last but not least, my loves, there's an innocence to you, though. There's an innocence to you. And the fact that you haven't lost that innocence despite the bullshit that you've gone through, this is why you're being blessed by the universe. And your innocence could have been taken as weakness or a catalyst for other people to think they could walk on you like a welcome mat. But that was to their own, whatever. Yeah, demise. Because you are not simple. You are not stupid. Your love was pure. And these people took advantage of it and they lost you. And now your twin is finding that same situation happening to them. Maybe even a mirroring. Maybe not exactly similar, but they've been used too and treated with disrespect as well because of the gifts that they have. People, family, friends. Yeah, you both have gone through this. Spirit, confirm or deny. What is happening here? 7 of Pentacles, working hard. Working hard, maybe not having a whole lot, but building back from whatever it is that you've gone through or your person. Take it how it resonates. Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Page. See what I'm saying? They're going to come back to you, offer you whatever they got. Might not be much because of the situations. They'll explain that to you, whatever. You'll get into it, maybe not at first, but they don't have much because of whatever they've gone through. Yeah. But it's going to change. The Wheel of Fortune's here, though. There's going to be an element of the two of you coming together is a lucky thing, because the two of you have gifts of finances where you can build together. So I'm sure that you don't give a shit that they don't have much, because it's not about money. It really isn't. Who cares if they don't have much? It's not about if a person has a lot. It's about the fact that whether they're using you for it. You know what I mean? You might be kind of worried about it or leery about it, thinking, wow, are they going to come back to use me? But don't always be negative and jump down to that conclusion right away. I know you've been hurt and people have used you. And yeah, because look, 5 of Cups. You've gone through shit in life where you've poured into people and it's just like the cups have been spilled and your tears have been spilled. That doesn't mean that your twin's going to do that to you. So use your intuition, my loves. Cups is Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. You're a high priestess. You have intuition. You will know if this person's coming back to start the cycle all over again, if there's been separation, or if they're coming back true to you. Black magic is here. So there are people that are using black magic to try to block this connection. Yep. Could be from a King of Wands. Yeah. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Something they don't want you to grow with this person. They want you to grow back with them. But it's only to block you and stop you, right? 9 of Swords. You've been there, done that, and so is your person. You don't want to go there again where you're stuck in, a toxic cycle when you have nothing to show for your situation, but regret. You don't want that. Passion is here. This is a person that might have a lot of passion, but it's in and out passion. It's not something that is lasting. You don't want to deal with somebody like that. 5 of Wands, nothing but conflicts in your life. Yeah. And bullshit. That's what's going to happen if you start anew with the old person, not the twin, the old person. Okay? You're generous and they know it. You're an Empress. Confirmation again. Okay? This could have been a person that you were in a connection with. Yes, but it's a karmic connection. It's a karmic connection. You were very loving. King of Cups. Indicative of man or woman. But this person was using you. They were using you. Or they just didn't see the beautiful person you were. They just saw what you could do for them. You're also the Queen of Wands. Sexy, successful, and no longer with them. You're manifesting better. and better is going to come towards you. There's the innocent coming back out again. Innocence. Nothing wrong with being innocent. But it's sad when people use that innocence to their benefit. Secrets. There's a lot of secrets in this situation. Secrets of undermining you. Secrets that even family members are contributing to your blockages. Not going to lie. People you trusted, man. Could be even children. Could be even your children, which is despicable, but yeah, up in the clouds. They didn't want you to see what they were doing behind your back. The devil's here, absolutely. Devil energy, man. And vampire, hey? Fuck this. This is ridiculous. Oh my God. You have new beginnings, and they all see it. You have 10 of Pentacles, and they all see it. They've been false to you, these people. But you know what? The Most High is on it. They know it. And you're strong. You can deal with this deception. You can deal with this, honey. Knowledge is power, okay? Knowledge is power. You're a beautiful person. And you deserve to have happiness, you know? But there's going to be people that are going to be jealous, okay? There's going to be people that are going to put conflict in your life. Because they don't want you happy. They want, you know, they want you to be in competition with them, or they're trying to be in competition with you. 6 of Cups, there's victory. Yeah, there's victory. Right now, it might be undercover. You don't see it. The moon, it's an illusion. They're wanting you to feel like you're less than, or you're not worthy of being happy. Maybe this put you in hermit for a long time. Virgo energy. But I'm telling you, you're going to come out a better version of yourself on the other side of it. All right, let's end this, Spirit. One more card. Yep, the Emperor. Emperor's coming. The yin to your yang. Okay? This is a person that's been through bullshit too. And the two of you are going to come together and converge. So don't be dismissive of this person. Maybe they did ghost you in the past. Let them explain themselves. Use your intuitive gifts that you have. But there's victory here. You're a good person. You were innocently targeted. But this is what happens when you have gifts. Okay? The demons, the demonic forces of this universe do not want anybody to be happy. They want them in the trash, low vibing like them. So they send you these people. And you know when it really begins is when you're young and vulnerable and innocent. It's just childhood. So you've had these attacks on you, and so as your person from the day you were, maybe even before you were born. No lie. All right, Spirit. But this is going to come together. Have a happy mindset. Keep that innocence. Keep that love in your heart. Forgive these people for what they've done to you, because they really are controlled. They don't know any better. Some people come here just to be a blockage in people's lives, and that can be people that you are the closest to. What do they say? Keep your friends close, your enemies closer. It's unbelievable. But you learn these things when you get into this. Nothing is as it seems sometimes. And I'm sorry it happened to you. Believe me, I am. But it does happen to all of us when we're on this high vibing path that we choose. Okay? What do we got here, Spirit? Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise. Amen. Philippians 4:8. Don't focus on the negative in this situation, because negativity only begets more negativity. The more negative you turn, the more bitter you are about people and situations and things that's happened to you, the worse it gets for you. It's like, think about the fact that you've come so far and you are still such a good person despite the challenges, okay? Your person's going through those same challenges in maybe different ways, but still, you both are learning and you both are growing and you're getting out of the trash can and you're climbing. And there's always going to be jealous bitches out there that are going to try to stop and block you, but keep moving despite the heavy weight, because eventually what's going to happen is your ancestors are going to pick up one of the weights, okay? The divine's going to pick up the weight, and it's like, it's going to go on and on and on, and before you know it, you're going to be standing straight, tall, you're going to be able to walk through any fire that anybody puts in front of your path. I'm telling you. Confirmation. Yeah, confirmation. Something's racing towards you. And it is your twin, my love. It is happiness. Walk towards it. Keep going. Keep your head up. That's all I have for you today on Empress Aries 888. Please like and subscribe and join my tribe, because I'd love to have you as part of my soul family. Until next time, be safe out there, my friends. Be blessed.